Alrighty guys, here we go, Boosted RX-7 with Elite Gamers here. I figured I would do a special video series for you guys, the game that started the whole franchise, Metal Gear Solid. So here we go. I was pretty psyched about doing this for you guys. This is my favorite of all time. Still is. Best game ever. I'm a little rusty due to the fact that this is a PlayStation 1 game, so you know, you're only limited to how much you can do, so
stay alert. It'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
So there's Liquid, of course. If you don't know the story, that's Snake's brother. His clone of Big Boss.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Alrighty, here we go. Remember, there's no rolling in this. So, like I said, I'm very limited as to what I can do. And you're using the D-pad instead of the joystick. So I just jumped right into it, and I'm very rusty as hell. I remember where all the rations are. That's how awesome I am.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Oh, I totally forgot about that, having to wait for the elevator. And you guys remember the famous tap square to kill him. And I tried to get this guy, but of course I can't fucking get around the puddle without setting it off, so I forget you have to sneak by the puddles up against the wall, so I was like, nah. Got my cigarette. Flipped him over. They actually updated quite a bit on this, from what I remember. Like, your rations automatically get used whenever you don't, you lose all your life, so that was pretty cool. And we just dive off. And there's another ration over over there. Unfortunately, you can only carry 2 at this time. Until you get further in the game, then you can carry, like, I think 4 or 5 at a time. So here we go. Now the elevator's down. Now you're just going to make your way back up there. And there we go. There he is, Hideo Kojima, the man behind the franchise. Yes, indeed. This is what started it all. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like much compared to what they have nowadays. That's like the most epic thing I've ever seen in my life. Just think I grew up playing this game, and now what we have now, he's all old and fucked up from liquid, or ocelot I should say, liquid ocelot. All burn up and everything else. And man, the controls are so sluggish too. Like I said, I get spotted like 1,000,000 times. It's just so slow compared to the other
It's Snake.
games.
I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
And that's bullshit because my foot wasn't in the light. But like I said, the controls are very sluggish. So it is what it is. So there's tons of rations all over the place if you just look for them. And I remember on the, I forgot, I think the demo, that was a Nikita rocket launcher on the demo. It wasn't a SOCOM as they call it in here, it was a Nikita. So here we go. Now we're gonna jump out. Don't forget your chaff grenades.
A surveillance camera?
Here we go. And go get the stun grenades. Yeah, I was gonna wait to throw that stun grenade, but there we go. Went through the bottom, took the bottom route. There is a vent upstairs, but it's I don't know, I think it's a little bit more difficult to get to. So Here we are in the vent with the rats. You know what's funny is I remember the first Game Informer I got of this game.
Miller. It's been a long time.
It's crazy.
Master, what are you doing here?
McDonald Miller, my ass. That is Liquid Snake right there.
I'm in retirement, just
That is
like you.
brother to
Once
brother
in a while,
talking
I
right
still
there.
help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Snake!
Passing on the
Yeah,
skills to a new
whatever.
generation,
Fuck.
huh?
Campbell told me
Anyway.
about the situation here. I thought I might be of
He
some
talks about the
use.
rats, so anyway, I'm going to continue my story about the Game Informer.
Well,
And I kind of remember seeing the screenshots of him sitting up against the dark, and there me and I was in, I think, like 3rd or 4th grade. That's how old this is. It's insane.
Those mice are Alaskan field mice.
I was talking about how you can use the enemies as enemy shields and blending in with the darkness, and oh man, it was crazy. I was so psyched for this game when it came out.
They dig tunnels under the snow.
I wish I still had that magazine. I don't know if I do or not.
I should learn from them.
But I remember I was reading it at school, in the cafeteria, in the morning whenever we were waiting to go to class. Good times, good times.
If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
Follow my snake. I didn't know rats could swim underwater. So I'm at about 3,500 video views and 26 subscribers. So we're moving on up, guys, and I appreciate those of you who have been supporting me from the beginning. I won't forget it. I'll make sure if I end up getting really big, I'll be sure and you know, let you guys know that you were the ones that were there for me from the beginning. So I do appreciate that. So anyway, this part's not too hard. There's 2 guards here, and if you notice at the beginning right here, there's 2 tanks. But when you get in the middle of the game, one of the tanks is gone, and that's because Vulcan Raven has one. It's pretty cool how you know, you miss something like that just on your first playthrough. Yeah, look at that. My friend's logging on and is blocking my map. Bunch of garbage. Honestly, I should have just got my SOCOM out and popped him. That's what I should have done, but I didn't. And it's auto aim too. I didn't know that it was auto aim. Yeah, pretty simple. I think it takes about 2 shots to kill somebody. Yeah, almost got caught there again. So we're gonna chaff grenade it here. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Move your ass. Here we go. Yeah, like I said, the controls are so sluggish. It's ridiculous. I'm going to get the thermal goggles, and then I actually go the wrong way on accident. Yeah. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've touched this game. I still have the original discs and the original casing to this game to this very day. Unfortunately, this is played on my PlayStation 3 downloaded from the PSN store. So, hooray for that. Yeah. It's very hard to take a sharp turn with a D-pad when you've been playing with a joystick for so long. You know, I've been playing a joystick since, what, 2004 on the PlayStation 3? And then you go play one of these older games and it's the D-pad, so you're kind of like screwing yourself. And I was like, oh wait, this is the vent again. Oh no, turn around and look, there's a ration. Righteous.
Press the action button to drop down.
Wow, this guy right here. press the action button to drop down. And then he's gonna call me again and tell me the same exact thing in about 30 seconds. Annoying little man. So here we go. I went the wrong way, of course, but we got a ration out of it, so it's all good. Not time wasted. You go to the elevator and you go to basement 1, and that's where the DARPA chief is. I wish there was at least a roll on this game, but unfortunately there's not. That's what kind of upset me on this when I went back and replayed this. I was like, no roll. I was like, what? I was like, boom. You know, you just have to kill those guys. It's fun. Alright, and there we go. Here comes the elevator. And don't forget your action button does everything, which is circle, not X. So, circle, Cheerio, Spaghetti-O, circle. So here we go. Here's the DARPA chief on the right.
He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Oh, look at the radar. Oh, I see. Thank you, Mailing. So here we go. And look, here it comes. Here it comes. You ready for it? You ready for it? Oh, I got an important message for you.
Snake, if you want to go up or down the ladder, just press the action.
Shut up. I was like, wow, so annoying. Oh my god, and then I couldn't figure out how to do first person view mode. Fuck's sakes. Shit's a pain in the ass. You have to hold triangle and then look around. Just to let you guys know, heads up. I had to edit this because I had to go to the main menu and go to the manual and look up how to get first person view mode because I didn't know how. I sat here, see, like I was trying to do it here. I was like, what the hell? I was like, what am I missing here? You know, if they were smart, they would have done it for the right joystick or the left joystick, since they aren't usable, but they weren't that smart, so I don't know. To each his own, I guess. So I'm really excited about this series being recorded. Hopefully it does really good.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down?
You think, Campbell? Because he's right below me. You chode. Get out of here. See right there, I had to edit it because I didn't know how to look on first person view. And then of course there's Meryl. He said, is that a woman?
Not
Must be the armpit hair. Anyway, here we go. Here's the DARPA chief. It's gonna go into a big cutscene, and that's the end of the video, so you guys can watch it. Thanks for viewing. I got more to come. Subscribe and like it, and definitely share it to help me out. I appreciate everybody, and thanks for watching.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.